Good morning, Mr. Lennox Hall. Welcome to Resource TV. It's nice to have you here.
Thanks, and I'm glad for the opportunity.
Okay, so we want to talk about the Lenox Hall Football League today. So, some questions I want to ask you. And I would like to start off with this question. How did the Lenox Hall League came about?
Okay, it was just 2020 when the league name has changed to Lenox Hall League and the Lenox Hall Cup. But this league has started from 2012 in the honor of Miss Dolores Higgins. I was at the club center and I heard that somebody outside to me. And when I go to the person, it was Mr. Noel King, who said he
Okay.
wanted to run a league. And he went to Mr. Henry Davis, and Mr. Henry Davis told him that I am the right person that he should have contact. So Mr.
Okay.
King said he wanted to run a league in honor of one of his favorite teacher, Miss Dolores Higgins. And he's a
Okay.
teacher who taught me, and I grabbed the opportunity with both hands. And then it started from 2012, and we run the league from 2012 to 2015 in the name of Miss Dolores Higgins, and then we run it for 3 years in the name of the Marcus Garvey Club only.
Okay.
So the 2020 now, one of our main sponsors, Mr. Dave Condell, said he want the name of the league to change in honor of me. So that's how the league get to name the Lenox Hall League. So we play for the Lenox Hall Cup and we play the Lenox Hall Football League in
Okay.
2020.
Okay, wonderful. And tell me something. How is the support that you are getting, that the league is getting from the community and also the teams?
Okay, the support from the teams are very good in terms of participation.
Okay.
With the community, the attendance and all of that is very good. So the support from both the teams and the community is good.
Okay, so you're getting a great support
Yeah,
here.
the support.
Okay, so tell me something. What do you do to have the league getting better and better annually?
Okay, it takes hard work and dedication. We have to seek sponsorship and we have to put in most of our time to work hard to get this league to grow better and better. We start to get overseas sponsors are trying to come into the league, and we sell the league all over through social media. So people see the league and want to be a part of it. So that's what keep it going
Each and every year.
each and every year we seem to get better.
Okay.
2020 is one of the better year and biggest year.
Okay.
Over $1 million I spent in the league for 2020.
Over a million.
Over $1 million spent in the league 2020.
Wow.
And we're happy for that, and next year our main sponsor is saying we're going to do better next year, 2021.
Okay. So tell me something. How is the teams cooperating with the rules of the Lenox Hall League?
Okay, all the team cooperate with the rules. I would say we get the best out of the teams. Most Jamaicans believe that rules were only made to break, but rules were made to maintain. So every year since about the last, the first 4 years, we have to start to suspend team because
Okay.
of breaking a rule. And it continued right up. Even coming to 2020, we have to disqualify some teams because they break the rule and could reach semi-final. So two
Okay.
teams, we have to disqualify them. So teams just believe that rules are made to break, as I said before.
Rules are made to be maintained.
maintain.
Right. Okay, Mr. Lennox Hall. Over the years, over the years of running the league, are you in favor of any team?
It's a good question. No. What we do, we love see good football, and if we see a team play good, we will encourage them of playing good, but we don't take side as coordinator and director of the league. We don't take side.
Okay.
We just which the better side, who play the best,
Yeah.
and they go home with the trophy and
Okay.
the winning prizes.
Okay, I like that answer. Yeah, man. Do you have a good relationship with the sponsors of the Lenox Hall League?
Yes, very, very good. The first sponsor, he came himself and introduced and made the league start. That was Mr. Noel King.
Yeah.
The second main sponsor was Georgette Ellis in London. She's a past club vice of the Marcus Garvey Club, and she was also a community member. And she come in and do 1 year. She did not say she didn't want to return, but I was introduced by a guy by the name of Dennis Hines, said I should contact Mr. Condell, who was a neighbor and somebody who close to me. And then I contact Mr. Condell, and then from then he started to take over the league and start to grow it bigger and better, as I said before.
Okay. Mr. Lennox, are you a lover of football? Or did you just do this league because you were asked to?
Well, both of them. I was asked to do it at the first, but it was always my dream to have a football league. Most of my time, my years I spent in sports. I'm a coach at the Groveton Primary School. So sports is really my thing. And I believe in community development and promoting the community. So that's why I so interested in the league.
Okay, so is the league achieving its objective?
Yes. The same thing I said about development. Development is one of the things that we were looking for with footballers and the relationship with the teams. Those are some of the things that we were really looking for.
Yeah.
And to market the community, as I said before. Resource is a little community in South Manchester. Maybe a lot of people did not know about resource.
Yeah.
But since the league started, I will start to market it, also market the community of resource.
Okay. So, Mr. Lennox Hall, it takes a lot of hard work and determination to run such a league. What motivates you to continue?
Well, as I said, I am a community person. So the drive always there for me to do community activity.
Yes.
In 1991, when we found the Marcus Garvey Community Club, I've become so connected to community work.
Yeah.
And community work is a part of me. I don't know when I will stop.
Okay, that's very nice of you, Mr. Lennox Hall. Do you think there are any rooms for improvement in the Lenox Hall League?
Yeah, a lot of rooms for improvement. The teams supposed to know that the time factor is one problem. You must go to the games on time.
Mm-hmm.
You must obey everything and try to fill the criteria as what the league asks for. If the league is saying that you must pay an entry fee, you should always do that on time. You
Yes,
must always fill the criteria, as I said before, for everything that the league asks for.
Yes,
So,
right.
and I think one thing I think we should do as we start to have all team have a dress parade and the open day. We do it maybe once, twice, but we need to continue those things.
Okay.
All team and we need to have a meeting with every team before the league kick off. Those are some of the things we want to improve.
Okay. The second to last question I ask you lead me to ask you this other question. Why are you so dedicated to community works?
It's a part of me. It's a love I have. It's a love I have for it. It's a passion I have for it.
Yeah.
So I always just believe that I should do community work
Yes.
because it's necessary, and if I don't do it, somebody need to do it, and somebody need to take up the role of leadership in the community, and that's where I always play leadership role. Over the year from 1991, I started to play it, and I continue, and I said I get to love it more than more.
Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Hall, can you tell me a little more about the sponsorship and the jersey and the footballs?
Okay, as I said, 2020 grow and get bigger and better. And Mr. Candle chose Taste Buds restaurant that he operates in England. Said he want to go bigger for 2020. So he put out a jersey drive, and you have some resource overseas people who respond. You have Terry and his husband buy one set of the jerseys. That's one set of
It's a set of 12.
12,
Okay.
14 out of him. There a set of jerseys. So you have Terry and his husband, you have Terry brother, Mr. Mitchell,
Yeah.
also buy a set of jersey. You have Paula Shaw buy a set, and you have Rosalie Complex, through Rosalie they buy a set, and you have Candle grandmother, Miss Hutchinson, buy a set of jersey also. So we have 12 different sets of 14,
12 different set of 14.
14 jersey.
Okay.
We receive over a dozen of these Nike football for the league. We receive 2 pair of gloves. We also get some wristles. We got a number of things this year in the league. We have some sponsors who come on board, like we have Earl Jenkins as Bantam, we have Robert Thompson as Shorty, we have Terence Thompson as Marga. We also have Ian King, who come on as sponsor this year with cash incentive. We have Mr. Walters as Quinty, and we also have Condell wife, Mistress Condell, who come on to sponsor the most disciplined team and bring a 30,000, although he was a part sponsors with his husband.
Yeah.
He come different and give a different sponsor. So sponsorship was very, very good this year, and we are happy and we're glad for the sponsors, and people is planning to come next year to make it bigger. So as soon as January starts, we will start to promote and push and try to get our sponsors back on board, and things are going to build up. So 2021 we can have a bigger, a better season, and we ask the footballers to cooperate with us. Those who still have jersey outstanding, we'd like them to return them so that we can have the jerseys for the team. Next year we are planning that should these footballers want to hold on the jerseys, we will be charging a fee so that we can get one person to wash them. We won't allow the footballers to take
leave.
home
Okay.
any of the jerseys this year. We
Okay.
want, and the next thing what we're going to bring in next year, we won't be using any team outside of South Manchester. And a team in South Manchester only can use 5 players who is not from South Manchester.
Okay.
Every team will allow to use 5 players
Out of South Manchester.
out of South Manchester. But we are not going to take any invitational team. Last year we have taken a team from Mandeville this year. No, 2021, we won't take any team.
Okay.
No, we won't take any team.
Okay, Mr. Lennox. Tell me something about this trophy. Why don't you use this trophy in the league anymore?
Okay, as I said before, 2020, I was asked by the sponsor to change the league name, Mr. Candle, our main sponsors, and this trophy was donated by Mr. King, and we use it for most of the year. So 2020, we surrender this trophy and bring the Lenox All Cup, which was won by the SWG team. SWG means Smithfield, Warwick and Grove. So they win the trophy. He also bring a runners-up trophy, and he bring also a discipline trophy in name of Lana Hutchinson, his mother.
Okay.
I advise him to give the trophy name of Lana Hutchinson. Lana was a community worker and a
Yes.
community hero, and we think we need to remember her in a special way. So the most disciplined team, that was Ants Lane, who had won the trophy.
Okay, so that trophy is in honor of Lorna Hutchinson,
Hutchinson.
Mr. Candle's mom.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we have individual trophy that was brought in this year, like the top goal scorer and the most valuable player. I must say this year the winning team get the Lenox Hall Cup, $50,000, 10 replica. All the players was fit on with a replica, and also a cake was given to the winning team. And the second place team also get a runners-up trophy and also a cake. Third place team didn't get any cake, but they also get replica. The third place, the second place, and the third place team get $30,000, while the second place get $40,000. The most disciplined team walk away with $30,000, along with the most disciplined trophy, with the Lana Hutchinson trophy.
Okay.
So this year it was a good league. I must say thanks to Councillor Brown, who have made her contribution to the most valuable player of $10,000. I must congratulate her. And she always follow up with her sponsorship. And if I don't contact her, she would always ask me, Mr. Hall, why you don't say anything to me? You don't want me this year. So I just must say, she always there with us. I must thank her. Miss Sherry Icy Val Brown, the councillor for the Grovetown Division. And I must say thanks to the former MP, Mr. Michael Stewart, who this year come on board and help me with some gift basket to the sponsors. The sponsor tell me thanks and said nobody have ever returned anything to them. And that was my idea, and I think I have done a good job to ask the MP to make a gift basket for both wife and husband, Mr. Condell and Mrs. Condell.
Yeah.
And I must say, anywhere they are in England, I must say a big thank you to them on behalf of the community. And this what we are doing is for the community. And I always seek sponsorship for the community. And everything I do it for the community. I'm not looking any self-praise, but we're working for the community.
Okay, Mr. Lennox Hall, on behalf of Resource TV and the entire community of South Manchester, I would like to say a big thank you to take the time out of your busy schedule to perform this interview here at Resource TV. Once more, thank you, Mr. Lennox Hall.
Yes, Resource TV is as I said before, it is a pleasure. I want to say this year, 2021, we're going to have a better season and a better league. We are planning to put a team in place when we start. We started to run the league through the Marcus Garvey Community Club, and now the club become dormant in 2017. So we are going to put a team in place last year. This year and last year it was very tough for me. I didn't have the support, the team to work with me. And it was
Okay.
very, very hard. I have done a lot in the league. So this year we're going to put some people in place so that we can have a better running league than before. So every year we are planning to improve the league and make
Okay.
it become better and better. We're just calling and appealing the community to give we 100% support. We're calling on the footballers for their support, the best support. We're calling for the sponsors. If more sponsors want to come on board, just come and help with Stace Buds and make we have a better. I must thank Mr. and Mrs. Condon for their sponsorship on behalf of the community. I think they have done a great job. This year, there are a lot of shipment and all of that caused them to spend a lot overrun, cost overrun that they did budget and bargain for. And I want to thank him and thank them for what they have done. They get to love the league more and more, and we have a closer relationship. Sometimes if I don't call them by 2 days or so, they will call to say if I am okay. And I love the relationship and the communication what we have with each other. I must say, love resource, love the community, surrounding area. We plan to work with them as long as we can. Want to thank Resource TV again. Resource TV, thanks for having me.
All right, Mr. Hall.